This 4runner's all tits and no ass, and today we're gonna fix that. About a year ago, I welded this bumper together with my own bare hands. I got it painted, I installed it, and it looks pretty darn good. I think it looks damn good. And while that gave the front end some new attitude, the back end, it's still stock. And it's been dented a little bit, and it doesn't look too great anymore. Kind of sagging like a wet grocery bag. Today, that changes. I got my hands on a weld together DIY bumper kit. This thing is from True North Fabrications, all steel, pre-bent, pre-cut, ready for action. And this is what it looked like beforehand. Now inside of here is just a bunch of metal plates. Just a bunch of metal plates in a box. And one by one, we'll put all these together like a puzzle, and we'll weld them together, and eventually I'll have a new rear bumper. And then I'll have to get it painted. I probably will need instructions to fit this together. So here is TrueNorthFabrications.com, the company I bought the rear bumper from. But what we're looking for is the instructions. And here they are. You come down to the bottom of the screen, and it's got a nice PDF of the instructions here. And here's all the pieces. So that's everything we need right there. So I feel like it's gonna go kind of like that. Kind of like that. This bumper kit came pre-cut, notched, and everything is in place to be welded together. Now some of these pieces we do have to cut because some people have body lifts on their car, and this bumper attaches to the frame, and a body lift will make a little bit of difference, and it will add a gap if you don't cut these out. So that's the whole kit right there, the whole kit and caboodle. That's everything we need to give this thing a nice ass lift here. And look at that. Wow! Wow! But it's sturdy still. So we're going to replace basically all of this, even that. It's going to look spectacular. Let's get to the weld. So after looking at the instructions, we know what we got to weld first, and it's pretty much the two big plates together, the whole back face of the bumper. So right here's the seam that we got to weld, and I got it on the front as pretty close as I can get it. And I know down here it's not perfect, but again, like I said last time I built one of these bumpers, these things are cut pre-made in a factory. They're not always going to line up exactly right, and you got to make sure the outside face of them's right so it looks good once it's on your car. All right, let's go ahead and tack this thing up. All right, here goes nothing. So I got a grinder, and we'll grind those welds down. Not too bad for a rookie, huh? Not too bad for a mechanic weld. And they said mechanics can't weld, huh? So I believe the next step of this process is these. They slide in just like that. And that'll be the main support brackets, I believe. You see all these holes right here? Now these are for body lifts. So we're gonna have to trim this thing down to this first hole right here, because I ain't got no body lift. So those are the next steps. We're gonna cut this stuff off. Do that here in a second, and then we'll weld those in. Okay. It's coming together. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's still a little flimsy, but we haven't, fully got everything together yet. Now we got this thing together, we can go ahead and tack on the wings and get everything lined up to be welded together nice and solid. Now this bumper requires a lot of welding, and I mean a whole lot of welding. But what else it requires is a lot of grinding. And I mean a whole lot of grinding. Way more grinding than there is welding. And that's because you got to get the face of this bumper almost perfect before you go get it sandblasted. And sometimes there's little holes that show up after you grind everything down and get it just about perfect. And you got to go back through with a welder and spot weld everything and then grind it back down. And I've had to repeat this process on this bumper several times until I got it where I was satisfied. And eventually I got this thing where it looked just about perfect. And we dry fitted it one more time just to make sure it would fit nice and tight before we took it to get sandblasted. So we got this thing solid in one piece here. Tell you what, you rear end me, you're gonna have some trouble. But I hope that doesn't happen because now my crumple zone is now just steel frame. So here we are, last look at the bumper before we take it to get powder coated. We have grinded a lot of stuff off of this bumper. We've welded it, grinded it, welded it. Don't make fun of my welds back here. They are very poor. They are definitely not professional quality, but the important thing is it's solid. It's all one piece and it fits on the car. We've already dry fitted it. Now we spent some more time this morning making it a little more structurally sound by just double tacking everything back here, welding in terribly some of this stuff, but it doesn't matter because it's never going to be seen. Now we're going to take this thing about 30 minutes away from here to some guy's house. He's going to powder coat it in the next couple of days, and then we'll be pitting the bumper on. So let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up and get it down to powder coat. There it is in all its beauty. I'm telling you what, man, if you want to paint something, powder coat is the way to go. I mean, look how fresh this thing looks. It looks super clean. Super excited to get it on. And we're gonna do it right now. We already got the bolts and everything ready to go. So all we gotta do now is lift this thing up. It's pretty heavy. It's gonna take two of us. Get it over on the Harbor Freight table cart, and then we'll start getting it into position to get bolted up. And once we do, my 4runner is gonna be basically completely done. After 5 years of building, customizing, and making it my own, I finally got what I was looking for in the picture in my head when I bought this thing. Alright, would you look at that? Whew, I lined it up pretty good if I must say so myself. Whew. You know, that's the biggest thing that I've always had on this car with that big dent in the bumper. Now I got a bumper that you can't even fit a dent in. So we got a lot of time, a lot of labor, and a lot of energy into this thing here, but it's all good because the way it looks is all worth it to me. And now there's only one thing really left to do. We got an off-road suspension kit on it, we got off-road tires on it, we got an off-road front bumper, we got an off-road rear bumper. Now, we just gotta take it off-road. So there it is, one welded-yourself bumper kit. A few evenings in the garage, and now the back of this 4runner is tough as the front. You want to build your own? I'll drop a kit down in the info below. If you like seeing sparks, steel, and sketchy floor jack setups, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, make sure you work hard, make sure you play hard, and most importantly, make sure you stay dirty. You can just call me Eddie.